guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Busayo Gulaja and I am a YouTuber based in Lagos, Nigeria. This video is about my crazy experience while driving in Lagos. I mean, I was fined a huge amount of money. I'm sure you want to hear more about it. That is why you clicked on this video. Yes, that's what I'm going to be doing now. This video is not to discredit the government or the traffic agency and all the other law enforcement agency. No, this video is so that somebody out there can learn one or two things and not fall into the same thing I did. So what did they say? They said experience is the best teacher, and this is what I just want to share. So if you're interested, please wait after the intro. Alright people, so let me go straight into the story. So this incident happened on a fateful, was it a Tuesday? I was going to Festac, and if you know Festac, once you're on the Apapa Oshodio Shoki, no, Apapa Oshodi Expressway, there's a turning on your right to be able to enter into Festac. So I was not the one driving, it was my driver, and he missed the turning. So we now moved further, and I told him, oh, enter into the filling station so that you'll be able to turn on the service lane. Now, let me tell you that the other side of the road, there's a service lane there. And when I want to go into, is it machine axis, I usually, turn, and it's double lane on that other side, on the left side. So I thought it was the same thing for the right. So I told the driver that, oh, you can go now. Even saw vehicles passing that same side. So as we just entered, immediately we just entered to face and turn into Festac. That's how we saw last man people. They brought out their phones, their cameras, they started snapping us and all. I was even first confused. If you could just pass the front of us now, why is it only us you just came to stop and all? Okay, so because my AC was not even working that time, the AC had an issue. We wind down, so they had access. They put their hand into the vehicle and they opened the door, and they entered. One of them entered the front seat. So he told my driver to start driving, to leave the road so as not to cause a commotion. So we left the road. He told him to park at one particular part. He parked. Then he came down. They were waiting for their other members, the other last mile officials. Meanwhile, it was a policeman that was in the car, but it was last mile people that came and started snapping us. So I think they worked hand in hand. I don't know how it happened. They just seized the key. How the driver allowed them to get access to the key. They collected the key. They told him to come out, and they took over the steering. He now came to the other side, the passenger side. I was at the back throughout all this. Then they started taking us. Then I was now screaming from the back there, "Where are you taking me to? Yes, I committed an offense, but at least you first tell me my offense." I know, and tell me something now. You just started driving me. Like, where are you taking me to? He said, "Madam, I'm taking you to my office." I said, without you can't just do that now. So I think my driver got angry. All of a sudden, he just started struggling the steering with the policeman. I was so afraid. Like, I've never been so afraid in my life, because the car was now swaying left and right. Later the man finally stopped. My driver collected his phone from his pocket, came out and started displaying and saying that, what is it in Nigeria? I think it was all that frustration from Nigeria. We had the NSAS, where Nigerian youths are just tired of the police, Nigerian police, all that frustration. And my driver is a very quiet guy. Like, when he's speaking, I hardly hear what he says. I have to tell him 3 or 4 times, like, what are you saying? I even told him I will never ask him again whatever you are saying, because I can't hear. And to see him displaying and showing all that anger, guys, anger is a very bad thing. When you are angry, just try and relax, breathe in, breathe out, because I've seen anger destroy a lot of things. So I know what I'm saying, because this guy is not someone that is not a tout, but he now started exhibiting tout traits sorry about that language, but I feel he just started displaying and lying down on the floor and saying all sort of mean things, which I didn't expect from him. Yes, we're in a bad situation. We are supposed to be frustrated because there was no sign there. If there was a sign that says no U-turn, we would not put our. I also would have vehicles. So I think another thing that the LASTMA officials, if they are watching this video, they need to change about them is that, number one, put a sign so that people would know. But what they do is that they deliberately allow people fall victim so that they would now catch you, because we saw vehicles in front of us, then they pick a scapegoat and they just mess up your day and all. So that's something they need to change. Put up a sign. If I saw a sign, I would not, the driver will not enter that lane. I wouldn't even tell him, because I was going to want to tell him that I think you can pass, see other vehicles passing. They said other vehicles, maybe they are, and they know them, their governments this thing. Why will you allow others to pass and you now stop us and start bringing your phone and snapping us we committed a crime? Yes, one way is a crime. I'm a law-abiding citizen of this country. If I really knew that it was one way, trust me, I would not enter. Now, another thing is, how do you undo such situations when we've committed the crime? You tell us the crime, number one. Oh, madam, you committed an offense, you entered one way, so we are going to take it to our office. Not that you just take over my car and just start driving me without telling me where you are taking me to. I was even screaming that, what if you want to kidnap me? I was angry too, but I was able to manage my anger. But my driver, on the other hand, was not able to manage it, and it caused a really big commotion for me, guys. So after everything, a lot of people gathered. People were just trying to. I was begging, telling the driver to stop. He doesn't need all this display, But he was not in his normal senses again. He had lost his senses from anger. So he was displaying and all. Then they told us that, okay, we have to replace, not even repair as at that time. Then we have to replace the policeman's phone because he broke the policeman's screen. I was like, hey, how much is phone? This is expenses that I did not even plan for. I was, hey, God, I was so disoriented that day. Okay, so they took us to their office. I was thinking just pay fine and go. They said they've written ticket for us. There was nobody I did not call. I even went to a nearby police office to at least speak to a policeman, since it was the policeman we assaulted and all, to beg or resolve it. Amicably. I don't like fights. If you know me, you know that I'm a gentle person. I don't do past myself. So they gave us a paper that we should go to Oshodi, their head office in Oshodi. We went to Oshodi the next day with the driver and my husband. I was thinking, Oshodi is a fine thing. We'll pay fine, obviously. We committed an offense. The second paper they gave us was a court referral. That we have to go and settle it in court. Then we had to, call people. They told us that, okay, we should go to their legal department in Oshodi. We went to the legal department. Then the man told us that, yes, so it's a court referral. We used to get a lawyer and all. But if we did not want to go to court, we can pay the fine, and the standard fine for one way is 200,000 naira. I wanted to run mad. Like, I'm laughing now, but if I think of that day, I cried my eyes out. Like, something I did. It's not even in this economy. Like, I'm managing my money. I'm trying to make more money. That's why I'm doing YouTube. That's why I'm adding to my 9-to-5 job, and someone should find me 200,000. I didn't even know where I was going to get that money as at that time. Then even the process, they said we had to write a letter. So you write a letter, saying, appealing to is it the commander, or I can't remember the position, the head of LASTMA, that you don't want to go to court. Yes, you accept that you committed the crime, but you don't want to go to court. Rather, you want to pay the fine. Then they would sign. You wait for the organ to sign. Then said we had to go back to where our car was seized, the office there, and they would tell us where to pay to, the account to pay to. But then later they had to okay, we could pay at the office at Oshodi, but we need to go and sign because there's a place for the zone, the commander of the zones to sign. So that zone where they caught us, we had to go there for them to sign and come back to Oshodi. So this thing I'm saying took us like 4 days to resolve. Then we came back to Oshodi. They said you could not pay using card, so we had to go and withdraw 200,000 naira cash and deposit it at their office. People that were, that's what was old because it was 500, so it was 50,000 naira in 4 places. People were just shouting, "Madam, why is your money so much like this? What was your crime? Have you begged them?" I said, "There's nobody that I know that I have not called." So that's so please, people, as you are hearing this, you need to be very careful in Lagos nowadays. When you are driving, if you are unsure whether it is one way or not, it's better you just park and ask than enter, because it could be disastrous. I mean, apart from even the fine, the psychological aspect that I went through, because I went out with a car, I came back with an Uber. I was even lamenting to the Uber man, telling everybody my plight, whether I'll see somebody to help me. Nobody could help me. Then the fact that they charged me to court, yes, my driver's name was the name on the court paper, but it was my vehicle they seized. I was involved in all these processes. Even after paying the money, I had to go to my to my office to go and collect a paper that they will sign. So a lot of emotional things I went through. So guys, when you're in this situation, first of all, please be careful. Don't enter one way. Now, one way in Lagos State is a very serious offense. Up to 200,000 naira, you could forfeit your vehicle. Yes. So we had to settle it in a very reasonable way. We paid the money, we collected our vehicle, and that was just it. But I had to miss work for 4 days. I was emotionally in distress and all, and my pockets have not recovered, guys. That's why you need to watch my YouTube videos so that I can start making money from YouTube. At least we are almost there. We are currently at 663 subscribers, and our watch time is halfway. But it could be better. So guys, I want you to please share your experience. If you have ever had LASTMA or VIO experience, please share. That even reminds me, I've had the VIO experience 2 years, some 2 years back, also with a driver. That was on Apapa Road. The driver was, how Apapa traffic is always a gridlock. There was a gridlock. The driver was on the other side of the bridge because every other person was passing there, but as usual they just took a scapegoat and they started driving me all the way from Apapa to Ikorodu. That was their office that they took me to, and I paid 65,000 naira. This other one, 200,000 naira, I paid it into a government account, so that okay, it was legal. But the 65,000 naira one that I paid 2 years ago, VIO, it wasn't legal because I gave them 65,000 naira cash. I didn't pay into any accounts, and they shared it amongst themselves there and there before they released my vehicle. Another thing, the number of days that your vehicle spends in their garage, you're going to be paying 1,000 naira demurrage. They will also deflate your tire. You have to pump your tire back. There is a gate pass. Then after we even came out, there are some agberos on the road that will still collect money. God, this country is messed up, I swear. So there are a lot of issues on ground. So please, you need to be very careful when you are driving. Please, don't pass one way. Don't beat traffic lights. Don't assault a policeman or a LASTMA official. Just be safe out there. Alright, thank you very much for your time, and I'll see you in my next video. Pray for me, pray I recover. Alright guys, bye, have a great day.